Hello, and welcome to Our Kids, brought to you by the Jefferson County Public Schools. I'm Ballard High School correspondent Brittany Buzzutto. This April, we are overflowing with awesome stories about our kids, from innovators to environmentalists, from reality TV to reliving history, and even from pooches to pigs. We'll also have stories from our 5-star high school correspondents.
One of our local JCPS students showcased his unique talent on a national stage.
Earn college credit while in high school. We'll explain how.
At Fern Creek High School, phones are not just becoming a part of people's everyday life, but are also becoming an important tool in education.
You might say that things are going to the dogs at Carter Traditional Elementary. Volunteers from Paws with Purpose bring their service animals to help encourage new readers.
Oh, this is Oliver. He's a golden retriever. This is Val. She's a yellow Labrador retriever. This is Forrest, and he is going to be a full access service dog.
We are at Carter Traditional Elementary today, and this is the Paws with Purpose Rough Readers Reading Dog Program.
The teachers love it, the students are very engaged in it. I just saw them walk down there and their faces light up the second they see the dogs. So it's been a really exciting thing.
We are here at Carter Elementary to work with the children in their reading, to make reading fun.
I like the little dog.
Good job. You want to go next?
I like the big dog.
Is Oliver big or little?
Big.
Their motivation went up a lot. It's so beneficial to have a non-judgmental person listening to you read. And just the love for the dogs and the excitement over reading to a dog can produce incredible results in the classroom.
Oliver's here and we read to him.
Well, as a principal, we always like to have the community involved in our schools. And Paws with Purpose is such an amazing foundation that having them come here and work with our students and our teachers and even our parents have been involved with this. So it's just a very neat program. It reaches out to the kids and the community in a new and exciting way.
I like having him here because we get to give him treats. And I like to lick him. Not I like to lick him. He likes to lick me.
They get so excited, and they all want to participate. Nobody hesitates about reading. They all want to do it.
I love you, Wind. I love you, Wolf.
I think in kindergarten, when you're first learning how to read, it can be intimidating sometimes, and sometimes the kids are a little afraid to take that first step. And so this really helps to motivate them to go home and practice reading at home so that they're better for their dog.
He's a good listener.
Paws with Purpose is a local nonprofit organization that trains and places service dogs for people with children and adults with physical disabilities. Tug! Yes! Good boy.
Yeah.
It's been really rewarding to see students who are a little bit afraid to read or afraid to read to an adult, or sometimes students that struggle and may make mistakes when they read. They don't have that same fear when they're reading to a dog.
There's blackberries went into this basket.
Good job. Just a lot of positive reinforcement that, a volunteer always wants. You want to think that you're making a difference or know that you're making a difference, and so it's pretty fast turnaround. You can, because you see it right away in front of you, the difference that you're making that day, that minute with that particular child.
Hurry, get your ticket.
The dogs, they love it. When they walk in the rooms, you can see the dogs smiling. If you understand, they walk in there, they sit down, the kids come over, they're wagging their tails, they light up, they read to them. And I think sometimes the kids, you can hear in the way that they read to the dogs how relaxed and excited they are, because they know the dogs they're there for them. They're just listening and they're looking at them, and it's just a very sweet moment.
Good job.
Can I please have the
Yes, you may. Thank you for asking.
Carter Traditional's Goal Clarity Coach has co-written a book with Oliver's owner, with all proceeds going to Paws with Purpose. It's titled Oliver Overcomes Obstacles, Our Resilient Hero. You can find the book on Amazon.com. The JCPS IdeaFestival brought high schoolers together for a memorable day of learning, sharing, and inspiration.
This is the Kentucky Center, and today we've got the JCPS IdeaFestival. It's this 5th year of the event. We're really excited to have a venue like this.
In America, there are children who wrap themselves in flags of red, white, and blue and never know these colors may soon.
The JCPS IdeaFest is an opportunity for students who have great ideas to share them with students to inspire them.
This is a wonderful place where ideas are shared.
All lives matter. Doesn't matter the race, we live in the same world, we live in the same place.
And hopefully get community members their point across so that we can have a better future for ourselves.
It's really a great experience.
There's some really great presentations that have gone on this morning.
This is making the dream possible.
The first one was a presentation from the Lasso group from DuPont Manual. Now currently going on, there's a panel discussion about accepting diversity and the problems that face diversity.
So for all of you guys, what efforts have you made or been involved in to embrace diversity and kind of foster an accepting atmosphere in Louisville?
But the catch is, there are JCPS students presenting to JCPS students, and that's, I feel like, a great idea transfer.
Our school is really diverse, so that has really helped me.
Look around you, find a problem, and just start working at it. Even if you don't know what you're doing, just start working at it.
It's very important to listen to other people so that you can get an idea if you don't already have your own idea, and maybe you can branch off of that.
There we go, got it.
Oh, okay.
And that'll hopefully in turn help you, conjure up some ways so that you can be a better community member.
What schools we got in the house today?
We have almost all of the high schools in JCPS represented. It's almost 560 students. So we have presenters from Fairdale, Atherton, Manual, all over the district.
At our school, I am the student section leader and was the mascot. I'm sort of aiming to bring our community, get a bit more school spirit, make it fun for everyone. And hearing them and their organizations and how they started has brought some insight.
The best part is the presentations for me. You get to sit back and hear ideas, and that begins to spark the creative drive in yourself. You begin to think about what you care about.
Think about what you're passionate about. Maybe it's about getting a different education course.
JCPS students have great ideas, and we want them to share those ideas and get them out to the world.
I think I can just inspire people by, sharing ideas and just being that, advocate in my community.
That helps promote really great ideas, because our connotation as kids are we're lazy, we're doing all this thing, but we actually have really great ideas, and I'm really happy that we can be able to share that within the community.
I say long term because this is not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time, but since we are the future generation and I'm here to present this idea to you guys, we can be the generation that makes a change. Thank you.
PRP correspondent Abby Anderson brings us the stylings of Zach Lindsay, a recent contestant on the reality TV show Project Runway Junior.
Zach Lindsay is working in the same spot where most dreams are made of, in his mom's basement.
I'm from an arts family. My mom's a textile artist, and her studio was right off of our kitchen. So we would always see her working, and so one day during the summer, I got interested. So she taught me how to sew, and I made pillows and had a little company called Power to the Pillows.
Pillows eventually turned into skirts.
So I made a little skirt, and it was all cutesy, but it was really ugly. Watching Project Runway actually what motivated me to do something else, but it was just that ambition there before it being turned into a talent.
The Youth Performing Arts School was a perfect fit for Zach. It's a place where he's able to learn and grow as a designer.
It's wonderful going to YPass. People are very accepting of having males in the fashion industry and just being surrounded by all of the art and the artists here at the school, and that's why I got my formal training.
We'll probably make it a separate piece that sews on. Do you know what I mean?
While working on DMP on our multiple shows is where I just got my love for designing.
Zach got plugged into Project Runway Junior through the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising.
I made a video, got a portfolio together, got all my models, and we did some quick photos. And so we sent everything out, and the casting team, I guess they liked it, and so I flew out to New York for an interview, and then I was cast. The whole experience on Project Runway Junior was very wonderful. It was very great to meet other kids my age who had the same like love and passion. I want to have my own fashion house. Well, I actually kind of do already, but I want to make it bigger and international and have my fashion house be the center of my company.
Zach has come a long way from sewing pillows in his mom's basement. He doesn't know what the future will bring, but he hopes to eventually see the runways of Milan and Paris. This is PRP correspondent Abby Anderson reporting for Our Kids.
We have a lot more stories about our kids coming up. Stay with us.
I'm neurosurgeon Shadriwala, Seneca High School class of 1989. I am JCPS.
I'm Ballard High School junior Brianna Owens, and I've been selected for the Wharton School of Business Summer Institute. I am JCPS.
I'm Marshall Goldsmith, Valley High School, class of 1967. Executive Leadership Coach, I am JCPS.
I'm Justin Cornwell, Eastern High School class of 2007, and I played a young Muhammad Ali. I am JCPS.
We are JCPS.
The portal is your online link for information about your child's grades, test scores, attendance, career choices, and much, much more. It's a fast and easy way to stay on top of what your child is doing in school. If your child's teacher has set up a virtual classroom, you can log on to JCPS Online and access grades for class assignments or communicate directly with teachers. The Parent Portal offers a convenient way you can stay involved in your child's education.
Welcome back. You're watching Our Kids, sponsored by the Jefferson County Public Schools. I'm Ballard High School correspondent Brittany Buzzutto. No Middle School is partnering with researchers from the University of Louisville to study the urban heat island effect. The students are collecting data and coming up with ideas to help the environment.
We are setting up some weather stations around the county with the intent of monitoring the urban heat island, which is the city being a little hotter than the surrounding rural areas.
They're also going to be looking at the data. Data will be collected.
The urban heat island effect.
And we will look at that to see long-term patterns or trends, and so that they can see what little they do may or may not make a difference.
I see it every day on the way on the bus, and so what it's doing is it's tracking the wind speed and the temperature, and so what we're going to do is we're going to go out there and see how how Louisville's like rising with the urban heat island effect.
We want to get some ground truth. We want to set up several stations, approximately 25, maybe more, and that way we can monitor on a daily basis what's going on spatially and temporally with the heat island.
I think it's a real world application for them that we don't always necessarily see. This is something in real time that they can see what the effect is.
I know Louisville's the #1 urban heat island having the effect, but I'm trying to figure out how fast it is rising. And we learned about some ways that we can do that, but I'm trying to find a way to do it in our school.
To put under weather, the letter that you think are weather.
Not only do they get the science experience of it, they get the real world, I'm the expert on this, let me teach you what I know. So yeah, they do. The ones that were involved were very excited about it, and the fact that it is, yeah, we're working towards a project that is global beyond just me.
I think it's really interesting, and I'm really flattered that I was chosen to be a part of this. So I think it's really cool that I'm gonna be able to make a difference, you know, because usually when you're as young as I am, I'm only 13, you can't really step in and do a lot, or you know, they make you think that you can't do a lot. So it's cool that through school I'm able to have the opportunity to try and do something.
A sea breeze moves across the central Florida, Pennsylvania, which happens today.
I don't think you can ever discount what any of these kids do, because you know, a few short years, they're not going to be 8th graders. They're going to be leading what happens next in our country and in our world.
I think in general there's some skepticism about climate change, climate science, and if we can get kids early on in the process and allow them to work with the data, see how things are done, that's a benefit to everybody.
We've learned that things are going in the wrong direction, and we're trying to find ways to take it back.
Well, I mean, this is my home, so you know, I don't want, even after I'm gone, I don't want it to rot away and become nothing. You know, I want the memory of this place to still live on.
That's always what you're working towards with the kids. You always want to see that light bulb go off, and it's just rewarding.
There's a lot that all of us can do, students and people who aren't involved, but you can get involved, and it's little things like planting a tree or donating your time or donating your money. Even if you don't have money, donating your time. There's tons of ways. There's so much to do that there's tons of ways that you can get involved, and I would definitely get involved.
Seneca High School's administration had to cuddle up to several barnyard creatures, much to their students' delight. Today we're at Seneca High School and we're about to have our FFA pep rally. We have a little contest called Kiss and Tail. Last year it was called Kiss the Pig, but this year we have a lot more animals. A chicken, sheep, cow, rabbit, and a pig.
Now first we're going to start off with Mr. Allison and Mr. Sweeney.
We've been raising money and the administration have to kiss the animals now. And so that's our most exciting part. We also have tug of war going on. We have a pie eating contest. We have just a bunch of different events to have fun and raise awareness about FFA.
Is he gonna bite me?
Anytime the administration is being embarrassed, students are always up for that. And I know the administration are maybe not excited, but anxious to have to do it. FFA was founded in 1928. It used to stand for Future Farmers of America. Now we've just shortened it to FFA. And it's about agriculture. We learn leadership skills. At Seneca, we have a pre-vet program, and it goes hand in hand with our FFA chapter. We visited my teacher's farm. So it really helps us prepare for our careers, and it helps you learn about careers that you might not always think of.
You didn't even kiss it.
I personally want to be a veterinarian. Because I'm in FFA and the pre-vet class, I get to be in like double agriculture and get a lot of hands-on experience. We have a food science class here at Seneca. We're trying to expand our ag department to more than just our greenhouse. And also it can help with any field trips or national conventions, scholarships available for students so they can be as involved as they want to. It's like a family, so we're always together. We're practicing for competitions. It's mostly just about learning about life and how to interact with others and the environment. So it's pretty eventful. Ballard High School students have a chance to get college credits at 2 local universities. Correspondent Laurel Deppen explains.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Many students in JCPS are taking advantage of classes that earn college credit. It's called dual credit. Students take classes that offer rigorous college-level coursework, such as anatomy and physiology and college algebra. Ms. Pointer teaches college algebra at Ballard.
Dual credit is like any dual credit. It's a college class that you get to take at high school. So you get to pay a reduced fee for college credit, and you get to take a lot longer to take it than you would at college.
Broadcasting students at Ballard and several other schools around the district can also earn college credit. Here at Campbellsville University, Ballard students are earning credit in the communications program. Topics such as writing for broadcast and camera work are explored.
Getting dual credit with Campbellsville is a really great opportunity. I'm so happy I have this as a junior. I can get this college credit out of the way. It's something I'd already be learning in broadcasting, but now it's like extra bonus. Yay, I get dual credit for it. So this is a class I won't have to take in college. I can just skip and go to the level I need to go to.
The guidelines are different at each college. ACT scores and GPA are factored in for acceptance. I'm Ballard correspondent Laurel Deppen for Our Kids.
Fern Creek High Schoolers are using their cell phones to assist in classwork. Correspondent Kelsey Huffman has a story.
Students know they shouldn't use their cell phones in school to get on social media sites such as Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat. However, students can use cell phones to help research for English papers, science labs, and history terminology. Fern Creek history teacher Sarah Wilson explains how phones help her educate her students.
All right, so in my class we use Quizlet, and Quizlet is a way for students to practice their vocabulary words. where you're just, you click on the word and then you click on the word, the definition that goes along with it. So pretty cool that way.
Students' phones can even be used for keeping track of homework assignments, project due dates, and upcoming tests.
You can work in class without having to get a huge laptop out, and you can just get on your phone and look up some studies that have been found or just different facts that'll help you get your research done quicker.
So we use Kahoot in my class as a way to do a game review for the test, and it allows all the students to be interactive and answer the questions and compete against each other.
Today's technology is truly becoming one of the most important tools in education.
We have more great stories about JCPS students. Stay tuned.
Do you need help providing school clothes for your child? The 15th District Pta Clothing Assistance Program can help provide uniforms and other clothing. Make an appointment with the Family Youth Resource Center at your child's school. Donations of new and gently used uniforms and clothing are also accepted. Call 485-7062 or 485-7450 for more information.
I'm neurosurgeon Shadriwala, Seneca High School class of 1989. I am JCPS.
I'm Ballard High School junior Brianna Owens, and I've been selected for the Wharton School of Business Summer Institute. I am JCPS.
I'm Marshall Goldsmith, Valley High School, class of 1967. Executive Leadership Coach, I am JCPS.
I'm Justin Cornwell, Eastern High School class of 2007, and I played a young Muhammad Ali. I am JCPS.
We are JCPS.
Welcome back. You're watching Our Kids, sponsored by the Jefferson County Public Schools. I'm Ballard High School correspondent, Brittany Buzzutto. Semple Elementary brought history to life with their Wax Museum exhibit. The students researched and portrayed historical figures at a school-wide showcase.
You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still like air, I'll rise. Bring all the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I'll rise, I'll rise, I'll rise. Maya Angelou was a famous playwright, teacher, civil rights activist, poet, filmmaker, and dancer.
We're at Semple Elementary and we are having our annual Living Wax Museum.
I'm Muhammad Ali. I am Sojourner Truth.
I am Rosie the Riveter.
I am Arthur Ashe. I am a tennis player. Barack Obama.
It's a really grueling task for the students. There's a lot of hard work that goes into this. They have to research who their person is and why they're important. They create a trifold poster. They create an activation button for their exhibit. They also make props that are historically accurate for their person and dress up as that person.
My name is Billie Holiday, but you might know me as Lady Day. I was born April 7, 1915 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. As a child, I always knew I'd grow up to become a singer. I went to Texas, and I became the first African-American woman to get my pilot's license, and I was one out of 13 children. She was a civil rights activist, and her son Emmett Lewis Till was murdered when he was 14 years old by J.W. Millam and Roy Bryant.
Hello, my name is Percy Julian, and today I'm going to tell you how I'm famous and why I'm famous. He was the first person who made steroids. That's why we have it today. I know some people think it's bad, but it's really good.
I am absolutely floored by the projects, the people. I feel like I've been saying oh all day because it's so wonderful. I'm just really impressed. And it's really something for me as a teacher because I don't really get to see this level of work from them sometimes because just the hustle and bustle of what we normally do. So it's really dear to my heart to see how they're able to perform in this way.
Thurgood Marshall was born July 2nd, 1908 in Baltimore. Oh, I did. It took a long time. I had to look on Wikipedia.com and biography. And we had to go to the library, and I did some of it at school.
Hi, I am Frederick Lee Shuttlesworth. My dad, Robinson, was a U.S. civilian rights activist who led fights against segregation and formed the racism as a minister in Bridgetown, Alabama.
You can see the excitement in their faces, in their voices. The energy is there.
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. I'm on way from home.
Fern Creek High's spring sports are in full swing. Correspondent Justin Smith shows us how they got ready for the softball and baseball seasons.
Here at Fern Creek High School, spring sports have been preparing for their upcoming seasons. Through rigorous training, both the softball and baseball teams prepare not only their bodies but their minds. Here's what Alexis Harding, a junior on the softball team, has to say about their training and the upcoming season.
Well, Monday and Wednesdays we do workouts after school in the hallways. We do different running activities and different things to get our footwork better. And then Tuesday and Thursdays before school, we come to school at 6 in the morning and do weightlifting, squats, dumbbells, anything.
Though baseball and softball are both played outside, for most of the year both teams have to train indoors. The softball players stick mainly to the hallways, while the baseball players stick mainly to the hallways and the weight room inside the building. Here Fern Creek Junior Terrence Johnson talks about training inside and how prepared he is for the season.
The baseball team has gotten a lot of work done on the field. We've started getting stuff together for the season to start, and we've really just tried to get in shape for the season.
For our kids, I'm Fern Creek correspondent Justin Smith.
In our kids news, we'd like to congratulate Laurel Oskins of Farmer Elementary as the most recent recipient of the Excel Award.
Congratulations, Laurel Oskins, you are an Excel Award winner.
Thank you.
A big congratulations goes out to the Ballard High School girls basketball team for winning the KHSAA Girls Sweet 16 State Championship. Grace Davis, a 5th grader at Great House Shyrock, has been named one of Kentucky's top youth volunteers in the Prudential Spirit of Community Awards. Grace has raised more than $140,000 to care for babies born prematurely. She took her idea, called Piggies for Preemies, to the officials at Corsair Children's Hospital and encouraged her classmates to join the cause.
And on behalf of the Prudential, we want to present you with this award, which is our silver medallion. She also will win a $1,000 award from the Prudential and a trip to Washington, D.C.
Well, first off, I'm just excited to go to Washington, D.C. to represent this project, Piggies for Preemies. And I just want to say to everyone, if you can imagine it, if you have a dream, if you can dream it, then you can do it.
Thanks for watching our show. We hope you enjoyed it. You can find full episodes of Our Kids on the JCPS YouTube channel. Joining me is the crew from Ballard High School who helped put this show together. Until next time, keep supporting our kids.
Woo!